Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the BYU versus Iowa State college basketball matchup on Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. Of course, if you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text the number you see on the screen. Not available on the website. You got to text that number. But let's get to this one. BYU taking on Iowa State. BYU 13-3 on the season. Iowa State 13-3. And I have to say, looking at the line in this game, this is Big 12 action at its toughest and at its best. Two very, very good teams. Two teams we're going to see in the NCAA tournament. And while a lot of people believe that teams like Houston and BYU, UCF, and Cincinnati all toughen their schedule by moving into the Big 12, and of course they obviously did that, but they also, teams like BYU and Houston this year especially made that Big 12 conference a lot tougher than it was. And while Oklahoma and Texas are good teams in college hoops, well, they're not going to be missed one bit with BYU and Houston in there, and Cincinnati, who's generally a powerhouse as well, and UCF, who's always an up-and-comer. Certainly fill in that void, at least in college hoops and football. Well, it's going to take a little bit more. But this BYU team has been nothing short of outstanding, coming off of a win against UCF, 5-point win. Depending on where you got the number, well, it depends on the result. That line was kind of all over the place. I got it right at 5. I ended up pushing. I know there were 5.5s out there as well. BYU had suffered back-to-back losses, losing against Cincinnati and Baylor, and that was their first Big 12 win of the season. Earlier, they also had the loss at Utah, so those are the 3 losses for BYU. Iowa State has been solidly outstanding as well, coming off a dominating win against Oklahoma State, allowing just 42 points in that game, and a win over Houston as well, 57-53, in a game that was an absolute dogfight. They had a loss against Oklahoma, earlier had a home win against their rival Iowa, and an earlier loss against Texas A&M. This Iowa State team has been a regular in the NCAA tournament the last couple of years, including a trip to the Sweet 16 2 years ago. And this year, well, they look very much the same type of team. Of course, BYU, this team flies under the radar, but at the same time, boy, they are really, really very good. 37th in shooting percentage against in the nation, 5th best in guarding the perimeter, while Iowa State doesn't shoot the ball elitely from beyond the arc, shooting 35%, which is 121st ranked in the nation. They are super efficient in general from the floor, shooting 49.5%. But offensively, BYU can counter. They shoot 47.7%. Iowa State shooting 38.2%. BYU can fire it up from beyond the arc at 37%. This game has it all. And even on the boards, both these teams are really, really good. I think this is the type of game where I would love to lay the points with BYU because it seems almost like a trap. But at the same time, if I'm getting more than 3 with Iowa State, I can't pass it up. So we're going to be watching the line, but at this point when I'm doing this video, the line is over 3. So I'm going to take Iowa State and the points, and that's going to be my free pick. If it drops below 3, I'll probably be on BYU. So just stay tuned. Of course, but that's my free pick. If you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. It's 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.